Hi, good day, and welcome to our Bettery Hub Channel Season 2. And it's awesome for me to be back on the studio again after a long time. I've been having a lot of inquiries on, what happened to Bettery Hub Channel's live chats. Now, we have not, completely disappeared, but we've been having a short break to make sure that we come back better just for you. So today is more of the preview, and I'm really excited to update some initiatives, and that's why we decided to start on today's videos itself, or today's live broadcast. Now, I would like to start the session first of all to thank many of you viewers out there. Now, if I say specifically by names, I have Anil, I have Sarah, I have Jason, I have Iskandar, I have a lot of you guys out there who have been consistently giving us feedback on how we can do it better. And this was one thing that we realized that was important for us to take note of and take action. And that was the reason why we decided to stop and take a short break and to be able to come back stronger and do it better for you. Now Bettery Hub Channel, how we started was last year when circuit breaker came about due to COVID-19. We realized that we need to do something because Bettery Lab, the company, we were engaging a lot of business owners, and that was the time that we knew that we had to do something so that the other business owners will be able to tap on each other's social media contacts to bring their businesses out there and also share certain experiences that would inspire other business owners and individuals to say things are fine, things will get better. And we were consistently talking about, how do we face the challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as, what's the new normal. And the good news is we have been, or we are close to reaching about 1 year since that happened. And right now things are much better, though, it can be better, of course. But I think we have come a long way. We have learned how to adapt. We have learned how to manage change. So there has been a lot of improvements in the way we do business. A lot of innovations has been done. You can see that a lot of business have went online. So there are a lot of changes. And I think this was one platform that we managed to engage many individuals and entrepreneurs. So season 1 was an awesome session. I enjoyed myself. I mean, for those of you who know me, I am not trained in any in media. I don't know anything about having a live chat or creating podcasts and so on. But this was one opportunity, as what we believe in, to be able to do it better. And that is where we decided to explore and find ways and avenues to engage individuals. So that was the first season. And the interesting part, if I go back to my first few videos, and till today, I always share with a lot of the guys who have been having coffee with me, it's like it all started with a earpiece and a MacBook, and I was sitting on my swing chair, and that's all I had. No green screen, no mics, or no proper cameras, nothing. It was just a MacBook and earpiece, and that's how we started. We started calling some of our clients, business owners, or individuals, and asked them, look, this is what we're going to do. Would you like to be part of our journey? And from there, we got better. We transformed, and we realized that there was awesome feedback and support from many individuals. Once again, we wanted to take this session to thank you before we embark onto our second season of Bettery Hub Channel live chats. Of course, there are a lot of new initiatives that I would like to also share with you. Now, what are the new initiatives? Now, what are the exciting stuff that you can look forward for? Now, previously, what we had was the professional series, where we had called on business owners. We have called on industry experts to come down to share their wisdom, their experience. I mean, we had great speakers and individuals like R. Sasikumar, the national footballer, who's also known as the Blade of God. If you remember, during the time when we played Vietnam in Tiger Cup, he scored the winning goal. I mean, who would not know him, right? And then we had Dave Rai, we had Suresh Nair talking about leadership. We had awesome speakers joining us, even up from Hong Kong, from Indonesia. We had Ezra, who talked to us about financial planning, about the financial industry. I mean, we had awesome speakers who joined us. Now, this time around, we wanted to make sure that we still have engagement with these experts. And we believe, and in fact, the feedback given by many of our viewers, which is yourself, is that those sessions were good. You had learned and took away a lot of stuff from there. So to make sure that we can keep up to that level of engagement with industry experts, the first thing that we have is Bettery Hub has come up with 2 specific shows or programs. All right. So instead of the professional series that we used to have, right now we have 2 programs for you. Now, just like any channel, we can't just do away with one, right? So that's why we have 2 channels. And in fact, we are on the pipeline of having more channels coming up. We had interesting propositions from many business owners and individuals who wanted to start their own programs on our channel. So we are working on it. Why? Because we want to make sure that these programs are up to the standard, so that end of the day, the audience, you guys will enjoy and will have a lot of things to take away from the program. So we are actually doing our due diligence to make sure these programs will be awesome for you. But for the starters, what we have is 2 specific programs for you. The first one is, of course, Bettery Connections. We do not want to go far away from our professional series or why we started. So we are still engaging industry experts, existing business owners, and many other individuals who have experience in certain key domains or what they do, experts in what they do. So we will still have our Bettery, and we call it Bettery Connections. Why? It's about connecting with individuals. And we want to make sure that as what Bettery Hub started off for was more of creating a hub or ecosystem of individuals and business owners coming together to leverage each other's strength, experience, and collaborate if need to. So I think that was the key why we started a Bettery Hub professional series. And in line with that, we have our first program, which is Bettery Connections. It's about connecting with them. So do connect with us, do connect with our speakers, and we will still have industry experts and entrepreneurs coming onto our shows, sharing their experience, and sharing what are the key insights that they have in the respective industries and today's market itself. How the market works, how specific industries work, what was their experience, and how they went about facing those experiences, and what you can do to make sure you can bring your business to the next level. Or at least, for those of you who are not running a business but thinking about it, or even, in any other jobs, how can you bring your level of your professional development to the next level that you desire. So I think this is where Bettery Connections is one of the programs that we have for you. And now the next program, now this is something that we are really excited about. Now we realize that Bettery Hub is not always about business. It's not always about entrepreneurship. It's not always about work. Now it is also about life. It is also about passion. It is also about individuals out there who are not business owners. They live their life, they have their own careers, but it's about their passion. So our next program that we came up with, and we are really proud of this, is LifeWorks. Now, LifeWorks is a program where we are going to engage individuals where their passion is in action. Now, let me give you some example. There are many of us out there who have a lot of passion, but we have all the reasons that we can give to say that I'm not able to, embark onto my passion. I got no time, or I'm not able to do anything much about it. Or even some of us do engage in our passions, but we don't bring it to the next level. Now, this is where we engage individuals who have brought their passion to the next level. They have done things that has made a difference to people out there. Now, I'll give you some examples. I have individuals who have spent time to do podcasts just focusing on making a difference to individuals. We are talking about individuals who have been military dog trainer all his life, and then now that he was out of military, he decided to become the Singapore's local dog whisperer. Now it's a passion, and he put it up into a business, and he's out there doing it. And the key, or the most interesting part of these individuals, is that when they talk about these businesses, they are always passionate about it. It's not about just the dollars and cents, though that's the key in any business, but it's a passion behind those business. And as I said, even if you are somebody who do not, or the individual does not have any business, but the key thing is about engaging people with passion. Now, why we decided to come up with LifeWorks? program. Now, it was because after COVID-19, it has taught us that life is not about work. There's more to life. We start appreciating the simple things of life, spending time with family, spending time to do things that we really want to do. People have taken on healthy hobbies, like running, cycling. I mean, I've seen more cyclists in the last 1 year compared to any time in my life. So people have embarked, on things that they really want to do, living their life by their own design. So I think this is where we realize that LifeWorks is to really engage these individuals and how they went about balancing their work, their careers, and other commitments with the passion that they have, how their passion is put in action. Now, this is where LifeWorks happens. Now, what you can expect in these two programs is going to be fortnightly. So you're going to have LifeWorks and then followed by Bettery Connections. So there's a good mix of business and entrepreneurs and industry leaders in 1 week. And then the next week, we have individuals sharing about their passion, about life, about what they have done. I think that is where we felt that we want to have a good mix so we can engage our audience, because we were taking some time to really look at who our audience were and who are the people who really come down to our live chats. And we realized that it's a mixture of individuals who are looking for personal as well as professional development. And this is why we felt that it is important to have a good mix, to have a good mix of having a live show or live chats of these two key programs. I think now we have made some major changes. Now, thanks to, again, some of the feedback given. Now, previously, we used to do our shows at 2 p.m. And 11 a.m. Now, that was good when we first started, because that was the period of time where, all of us were home working because of circuit breaker. So it was fine. But of course, when things went on, when, we were reaching close to, I won't say normalcy, but we had to go back to offices and so on. Now, 2 p.m. or 11 a.m. was not the most convenient of time for individuals to be able to listen to our show. So we got feedback to say, Sakti, we can see the recorded shows, or we can go to your YouTube channel to see these shows. But I think no matter what, to engage you live was something that we always wanted to, and we enjoyed during the circuit breaker. Now, because or in view of that, what we have done is we have specifically made our shows every Thursdays at 8 p.m. And this first show, this is just a preview. So our first live chat, which is going to be a LifeWorks program, is going to start on the 18th of March at 8 p.m. where, yes, as usual, we're going to bring individuals, we're going to bring, as I said, business experts up on the show, and we're going to see, and we believe that the response for individuals to see us and engage with us live will be better. So I think this is where we are going to start on 18th of March. So you can look forward for the posters, for the links, and for us to come up with all the collaterals required for you to join our show. And yes, and do keep giving us your feedback so we can consistently improve better. I think that's the key about improving in anything, right? Practice makes improvement, not perfect, and that's the core of being better each time you do things. Now, another highlight about this is that we also realize that many of you, have long train rides, and yes, you are, able to see our live chats over at YouTube. But again, we decided to engage our reach further, because we started having listeners not only from Singapore, but we had regional viewers and followers from Indonesia and so on. So what we have decided, that we decided to expand our viewership and our reach of our Bettery Hub podcast. So what we have done is we have our podcast right now on Spotify, so that individuals will be able to, listen to our live chats. Now, it won't be live, of course. The recorded live chats will be up there, so that, during their train rides or during a long drive, they can also use Spotify. Now, we started with Spotify and we'll move on. We also have our own podcast website. So what we're going to do is that subsequently, immediately after this live chat or this show, I'm going to actually put up the links for you. So do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bettery Lab YouTube channel, where you can see live shows, which means all our live chats will be live, both on Facebook as well as our YouTube channel. So that if you don't have a Facebook account, you can actually for those of you who do not have a Facebook account and video is a thing for you, then subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can see our live chats over there. And for those of you who feel that, I prefer to, I'm a more of an auditory person and I would like to listen while I'm, on the train going to work, then you can join us on our podcast, our Bettery Hub podcast on Spotify. And I can also, as I said, leave our website, our podcast website up on the comment section so that you can actually specifically, listen to our podcast over there. So I think with that, it's going to be really exciting. In fact, even though our first show is on 18th of March, I decided to come on live to just update you what's happening and what's the way ahead. So 18th March, all right, I say again, 18th March, Thursday, 8 p.m. is where we're going to start our first live chat and we're going to get awesome speakers out for you. Now, and I would like to also take this opportunity to actually leave this word. Now, if you have individuals, especially for our LifeWorks program, you have individuals who are really living their life with passion, who are really doing awesome things out there to make a difference to people. Now, feel free to come forward and engage us to tell us that, you would like to come on our show. We are more than happy. In fact, we have an overwhelming response previously, the last few weeks, where when we invited them over through social media, we actually have quite a lot of people who are willing to come up to share. And I think that's awesome, right? For individuals to come forward to be willing to share their experience and their passion out there. So if you know anyone, and even yourself, right? Now, don't say that whatever passion you have or whatever you do may not be important for others. You'll never know. I think the key thing is come to us, engage us, talk to us, and I'm sure that there are some things that you will be able to add value to other people. So come on and share with us. For example, in our season 1, we had awesome people. We had Anil talking about parenthood, and I think his live chat made a lot of difference to many of the parents out there. They had comments or feedback saying that it was an awesome chat and thanks to Anil and so on. And, he was talking about parenthood and to him, he was not an expert, he's not an expert in terms of, he's not a doctor or, he did not study anything relating to parenthood, but being a parent, when he shared his experience, that made a lot of difference to individuals. So once again, do look out for individuals, and if you are one of them who would like to come to our show, would like to share your experiences, feel free to engage us. We are more than happy. And yes, Vanan, I would like to also thank Vanan and say a few words. Thank you, Vanan, for the wishes. In fact, I got a call from Vanan just prior to the show. I was not able to answer. Also share that Vanan was one of a very close friend during circuit breaker, where we had a lot of conversations over the phone. I've mentioned this in our previous live chat, where we shared ideas, we shared ways of improving our, he has his own live show or live chat as well. So we shared a lot of ideas. In fact, I started by going to his live chat and I was amazed, the way he was doing things. And that's where we started. And he was a good brother and a very, very good partner to work on how we can improve on our live chat. So once again, Vanan, thank you so much. And it's great to say that we are moving on the right direction, right, to do things better. And right, so going back to where I was, all right. So Thursdays, 8 p.m. So our first show on 18 March. Now, do remember once again to subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, as I said, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that you will be able to see our programs live. And feel free to leave comments any point of time so that we can do it better for you, or if you have any suggestions or how we can improve the show, or if you have any suggestions of speakers, just engage us and we are more than happy to talk to you. Right. With that, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a short session. Of course, I would love to share with you a lot more things, but I think what's more exciting is, as what we always believe, it's the action that matters most. So stay tuned and look forward for, while you're waiting for our shows, you can once again go to our podcast, listen to our previous season 1 live chats, and get yourself warmed up and tune in for season 2. With that, see you and keep doing it better till we meet the next time. See you.